It's important that people realize that when a culture starts to create their own mythology, it implies that the culture is active and ongoing. And so in the Copper Country, we created our own Finnish-American holiday. My name is Jim Kurti, and I am the chairman of the Copper Country chapter of Finlandia Foundation. In folk culture, Heikinpäivä, Henry's Day, was the halfway mark of winter. And so on Henry's Day, you checked if you had enough wood. You had to have half your wood left. And there were many folk expressions like karrukäntä kylkiensä, that the bear rolled over. The bear represents winter. And Heikinpäivä is kind of a way to let people express their Finnish identity. So we offer classes in traditional foodways, traditional crafting. We offer an opportunity to do the old-fashioned dancing, like the yanka and polka and all of that. And just ways that people can express themselves, even in the sense of the parade, which you can just be clever or humorous or whatever works. So there's characters like Heikki Lunta, which is right out of Hancock, and there are characters like Saint Urho, which came out of Minnesota. It's important that we understand that Finnish-Americans are a distinct cultural group. And I think that that's something we should celebrate. And we're doing things that make it available for the youngest in our community or the oldest in the community to be involved, whether you're Finnish or not. The Quincy Green is the site of first the vipukelkka. This was an old tradition that people would put a sled on a pole, typically on the lake. And with centrifugal force, it gives quite a ride. And that's a very old tradition. And then we have the kick sleds, which you find in all the Nordic countries. Then we do something that's contemporary Finnish, wife-carrying contest. And so our wife-carrying contest is Copper Country style. It represents a typical Saturday in a Finnish-American home. You begin by cleaning the house. You have to shake the rag rug carpets. And then you go on to the sauna, and you have to use the sauna switches and the bucket. And then you carry your wife, which is interpreted very loosely, to the table. You have coffee and goodies after sauna, and if you don't pour your guest coffee first, you have to start over because you always pour the guest coffee first. And then you run to the finish line, and so it's a lot of fun.
And in they come!
We have a peculiar thing that we've developed just in the last few years. At the end of the parade, all the characters that are in the parade and the costumes, and then everyone else, they can go into this spiral. We call it the bear spiral. And the first year we did it, we thought this might not work at all. And there was no hesitation. Several hundred people went into this spiral, and so it's become one of the signature events. It represents how you can participate in Heikinpäivä any way you want. You can just kind of look at the merchandise, you can play the games, you can watch the parade, or you can kind of have this sense of pride that Finnish culture after all these years still exists. We're still here.